on, chat? Oh, hold on. Bam. How's it going, chat? What up, Bat Blood? And yes, it does look like you got here first. Alright. Good news and bad news. Good news and bad news, chat. Alright, what up? First off, how's everybody doing? I'm happy to see all of y'all. How's it going with the music? That music was still really loud. Can you guys hear me okay? Also, did you get a new haircut? Yes, I did. Alright. So, I got good news and a little bit of bad news. Good news. We got a lot to play around with today. As you guys see, I have Vanguard Pro open. My preferred very Zuko. Thank you. That is a very nice compliment. Yeah, I didn't mess with my audio levels and my filters and stuff, so that way I'd sound a little more clear without going too loud or too quiet. Cause like it's limited to how loud I can go now. Even if I'm yelling, it's the same. Yeah, that was me trying to yell. Regardless, Youth Perk and the new Be Hero support have both been put into Vanguard Pro already, so we can play with both of them. The new Vice Ruger cards that got announced yesterday, unfortunately, have not gone into here or Cardfight area just yet. I will double check Cardfight area because I do want to try. It's only a couple cards, though. I do want to try the new Regalis piece orders. I actually like them, though some people have mixed opinions on them. So we'll check periodically in Cardfight area to see if it updates. See if we could try that stuff out. But until then, let's start putting together Youth Perk again. While I do have a build already on Cardfight area, shame the Deer Days 2 is so behind on updates. Yeah, I don't know when we're getting set 4 for Deer Days 2. Honestly, I don't see myself getting too invested in Deer Days 2 until like set 5, set 6. Set 4, I mean, Equilibria comes in set 4, and Equilibria's fun, but that's kind of... Oh, well, Alden comes out in set 4. Alden's fun. Ooh. My cat is scratching me already. Alright, Youth Perk. Alright. I'm anxious for set 4 for Impaldio. Impaldio's fun. Alright. We're probably gonna see a lot of Youth Perk. Let me start cooking. Alright, these are all the right ones, right? Yeah. Okay. And then we need rebuild. Where he at? And alright, main deck, 3 rebuilds, 4 exists. I was doing 2 Tempest. I'm going to see if we can make the deck consistent enough to not need Tempest. Just because he's kind of a brick otherwise. Why can't I add another one? Okay, there we go. So, the only problems I've been having with Youth Perk as a deck, Youth Perk hits like a goddamn truck. You make it to turn 4, you basically win. It honestly feels like a lot like you're playing Draw Jeweled. But getting there is the problem is the deck doesn't have any draw. Youth Perk inherently had a lot of search, a lot of draw power, but now with this new stuff it has a lot less, so we have to try and circumvent that weakness. They basically made it very glass cannon-y. I've never played Youth Perk because Cannon never really interested in me. How does it work? Basically Youth Perk has its own mechanic called Revolve Dress, and what happens is after your Vanguard attacks, you choose a card with Revolve form from your hand and ride it during the battle phase, and it comes in with -2 drives. So you get an additional attack, and they all have different effects based on which version you go into. So this was the main grade 3 we had up till now. We just got the new one announced, which is Skyfall Arms Rebuild. Skyfall Arms was the original one, and basically you would go into Gust. He gives you 10k and a drive check. You know, you get -2 drive checks, then you gain 1. We had Tempest, which is a counterblast 1. Your front row gets 5k. You look at top 2, and for every grade you match, you bottom deck one of your opponent's rear guards, and then both of those cards go to hand. Zest got a critical, and then Full Blast was the big one that kind of did everything. He gained 15k to the front row, got a critical, got a drive check, and got to bottom deck an opponent's rear guard. But you had to have all of the other forms in Soul. So like the deck was built around turboing that. But now we've got Exist, who is just a better Full Blast. And Rebuild, I'd say Rebuild and OG Skyfall Arms are about on the same level. This has the advantage of being able to revolve form from the drop, where originally you can only revolve form if you had the card in hand. But the OG had a skill where you could discard a card, any card, check top three, and either call a dude off the top three or add a youth break to hand. So we lose that potential +1 for a little more consistency. I've seen people saying to play youth order over wisdom thoughts. Youth. Remind me what the youth perk order does. Let me look. Skyfall Fury, place the Counterblast one. Search the deck for up to one Revolve Form Zest. Wait, that's not the only one, right? There's another one, isn't there? Which one is the youth order? Because that's the only one that came up, unless it's Revolve. What's this? What the hell is this thing? Oh, this one? Okay. Play this with a Counterblast one. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to one Revolve from its card name. From among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, or choose one grade 2 or less from among them. Shuffle. Call it to graveyard, shuffle the deck. I have about 1,005,000 CP in Dear Days 2, and I'm still grinding CP. What up, D-Mag? What up, Knight? And also Dual Legend. Everybody, welcome to the stream. You know, we gotta cook with the boy Youthberg. Bat Blood over here has never actually seen OG Youthberg, so we were just talking about what Youthberg used to do, and now we're gonna start talking about what Youthberg does now. Ah, cat. Oh, also, normally at the end of turn, after you do a Revolve Dress, you turn back into the original. So you would go back into Sky Farms. In the case of Rebuild, OG, you would just ride from the soul back into the original Revolve Dress. This one binds the card that the card that you turned into and goes back to the OG, which the binding is important for the way this guy works. So this is our new guy. He's disgusting. When you Revolve Dress into him, you Energy Blaster, you Standard Rear Guard, so you can get an extra attack. He gives the front row 10k. Unless you have a card with Revolve form in the bind zone, then he gives 20k instead. That's why turn 4, you go crazy. And then if you have a copy of him bound, he also gains a critical. So he kind of does it all. Have you seen the new GD order, the new grade 1 order for Dragon Empire? There's a new grade 1 order for Dragon Empire? I'm going to say no. Is it on here yet? This thing. Oh, you talking about Flames of Apocalypse? Oh yeah, this thing's fucking disgusting. We might fuck with Overlord because of this. I hate Overlord. Isn't that the one that showed up in the anime recently? Yes. So Bat Blood. Whenever new stuff shows up in the anime, that's usually how they reveal it, and then they announce what the actual card's official effects are the following Tuesday. But yeah, Crimson Flames of the Apocalypse is fucking stupid. I hate Overlord, and even I thought this card was bonkers. Bonkers. Alright, back to what I was doing. Alright, so I'm going to put in my rough draft, what I had when I made my video on Cardfight Area, and then we will talk about refining it from there. The only reason I'm Dual Legend, the only reason I'm like on the Youth Break order, while it's cool that it gets you a Youth, you get more cards for Wisdom. And this deck is hurting for card advantage. Though the Youth Perk order is it's a grade 1 order, right? That's the only advantage it has, that you can start using it as early as turn 1. Well, no, you can't because you need a counterblast. So yeah, never mind. We have no reason to run that. Tethfall is just good, and she gets big, so she helps with the multi-attack. I actually like the new grade 2 that we got. Where he at? This guy. I don't like this card. This card's... I really... Like, if you guys saw my video on Youth Perk, I think this card is really bad. Some people are saying we have to run it, and I'm just like, I do not agree. Choose one of your... Oh, I don't care about that. That's so... Sauron got a new card? During the battle phase, you Counterblast one, choose one of your rear guards and stand it. What the? Like, he doesn't already get 5 attacks. If a normal unit was revealed by the ability of your Vanguard. Huh. That's actually a pretty good card. I don't think that's a Counterblast cost, but that deck does have a lot of counter charge. Wisdom is good if your hand has the pieces already, and Youth 1 is better if you need to find stuff. but I would say Wisdom is the better choice overall. Yes, especially since we have other cards to search the pieces we need anyway. For example, where is the Angel? This thing. We can still run this card in the deck. This card can still search. Can search exists. I haven't found a good Keter deck that I like, so I'm open to suggestions. Tried Raziel, Sorceress, and sadly, not too interested in Blaster. I would say check out Solaron, especially since Solaron Mask just came out. It's actually a lot of fun. You can see some gameplay of Youthberg because we're about to play Youthberg. Alden is just Alden is the most Keter Sanctuary Keter deck. I would have to say, it does what you would expect from a Keter deck. It's like it reminds me a lot of OG Paladin decks or Gold Paladin / Royal Paladin. I should mention available in Deer Days 2. Oh, yeah, no. The good decks aren't in Deer Days 2 yet. I mean, OG Youthberg Full Blast Turbo is available in Deer Days, and that's not bad. What was I doing? Just had a brain fart. Oh, grade 1 for counter charge. I know we had one. Let's do. When your Vanguard is placed by riding a grade 3, Soul Blast will retire this unit. Counter charge 1. Choose one of your Vanguards. Gets 5,000 power. I actually like this card. I'm kindly new player. What's your top 5 Dragon Empire recommendations? Thank you, brother. Nazca, first off, welcome to the stream. Second off, I am a Dragon Empire main. So, you came to the right, the right place. Now, when you say what are my top 5, do you mean what I think is the most competitive? What I think is the funnest, price wise? What kind of list are you looking for? Unfortunately, most Dragon Empire decks are kind of expensive, just because Dragon Empire, like Keter, has a lot of staples and it's one of the top nations in the game right now. A lot of the top decks happen to be Dragon Empire. What was I doing? Well, what else do I need in here? Also, are you looking for IRL or video game? Yeah, that's also true. Because Batbo was asking a lot of questions about Deer Days. Why are you running Wisdom in Youthberg? Hi Quentin, welcome to the stream. Because new Youthberg does not have any kind of card draw. It's actually the biggest weakness of the deck is that it desperately needs hand advantage. Idol, what app are you using to play Vanguard? Are you asking me or are you asking somebody in the chat? Right now, I am currently using Vanguard Pro, though I also do play on Cardfight area. Hold on. Your top 5, my top 5. Okay. I can segue into that real quick because I have to close this out for a second anyway. So I need to look at Cardfight area to see what else I put in my Youthberg deck. My top 5 favorite Dragon Empire decks. Number 1 is Buff Sagra. OG Buff Sagra was already my favorite deck to play, but new Buff Sagra is disgusting. She is absolutely bonkers. That's Sauron. We're not looking at you. Why did I play Sauron? I forgot. Which one is better, Vanguard Pro or Cardfight area? It depends. 1 second. Wherefore? Oh, there he is. Let me finish answering Nazca's question, then I'll answer yours, Isekai. So, number 1, like I said, is Buff Sagra, especially the new Buff Sagra. She's probably going to be the top deck in the game for a while. She kind of does it all, but I originally was in love with her ability to equip weapons to get different abilities, and she had the first decent defensive skill in the game at the time, and now it's even better. Second for me is Gandiva Masks. I love heavy retire decks, especially since they took Gandiva, which originally was focused on the rear guard, and made it a more Vanguard focused deck, which is my kind of style. I like Vanguard focused decks that can nuke the board and gain benefits from it. As far as other Dragon Empire decks that I enjoy playing, Cardfight area for quicker games and updates. Vanguard Pro if you want something more polished but slower gameplay and updates. What Knight said. So, Cardfight area usually gets cards that are announced put in within 24 hours. Vanguard Pro takes a little bit longer, but Vanguard Pro has a better overall experience as far as gameplay, the way it looks, yeah, and just they're both pretty easy to use. But if you're gonna look at one for any amount of time, I prefer Vanguard Pro. But I also see the benefits of Cardfight area. Uh, uh, my other favorite Dragon Empire decks. Those are basically my top two. Uh, Coda Blaze is pretty fun. I'd say Eugene would be three, because Eugene was my first deck coming into D format, and I actually like new Eugene. It's pretty fun. I'd say four. Now, mind you, these are not the best decks because Varga and Shiranui are still in here. I'd say four would be Equilibra. Equilibra's fun, and it came out as basically a complete package. Like the deck functioned wonderfully at what it does coming out of set four, and then with the extra grade two it got to help dig for pieces, it just became a better complete package. And five. Varga Dragus Rakshasa is good, but would I put her in my top five Dragon Empire decks? You know what? Hot take. Hot take. I'm gonna go with Girandra. Where he at? Just because he was fun to play. Does Bav do 5 attacks now? Yes. Well, she can. She can. So, Bav's has. Hold on. This guy. I would say this is number 5, Girandra. So, Bav's can do 5 attacks now, but she needs 2 copies of her grade 2. That's the only downside. Her multi-attack is dependent on a specific grade 2. If she doesn't see that grade 2, she can't do any multi-attacks. Which is this guy, Yugenshad. It also doubles as a draw card, which is, funny. Alright, back to youth. What was I doing with youth? Alright, PGs. Duh. Why do I always forget the PGs, guys? Oh, this is Full Blast. Ha! That's not even new youth. Did I put it as new youth in here? I might have. Yeah, I did. Alright, back to Vanguard Pro. Alright, so this is what we had so far. We got the order. Let's put our Regalis piece in and our PGs. So we'll put one of these in. Since this doesn't count as our order for turn, we can actually play the 5 Regalis and the Wisdom in the same turn. The main 2 decks I'm messing with in Dear Days 2 are Diapol Dolls and Michu. Sadly, both lose to an Eva deck, and merely the Dolls didn't get a lot of the defense they normally get. That sucks. No problem, Nazca. What up, Jay's War? Welcome to the stream. Man, you guys came in early. Like, damn. Sometimes when we start, it's a little bit slower, but y'all all here, and I appreciate every one of you. Get that. Let's get our PGs, because I, for some reason, always forget the PGs. And if you actually look at my build on Cardfight area, I forgot my PGs. Yeah, see, there's no PGs in here because I'm a dumbass. We need Selgaon. What's up, Hannah? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so we need to cut some things out. We can cut out one counter charger because we don't counter blast that much. All Youthberg players are cringing right now because many Keter players are adding Keter piles to Youthberg deck. They take it in their pride, and Youthberg deck does not need Keter piles now. Now the community is divided into. Alright, so originally, Youthberg did not need the Keter pile. Youthberg had enough ways to draw. Hold on. This heater, I got a space heater that's burning me. It had enough ways to gain advantage and to search its cards, but now, unfortunately, while they did make new Youthberg a little more streamlined and they manage its costs a lot better, the deck has no draw power or build a board. We lost all of that. Outside of our ride line, the deck has no way to draw cards. At least OG Skyfall arms, you know, you can discard any card and check top 3 to either get a youth or a dude on board. This one doesn't have that. So that's why people are putting the Keter pile into the deck. Not gonna lie, I'm messing around with youth break myself, but then going a 7 fronts and 4 draws, and it works hella nice. That's crazy. Well, it's because the deck hits like a truck. You don't need to crit your opponent when you just beat the shit out of them. I like where your head's at, though. All right, I need another PG. All right, so we got 3 PGs. We got that. I do want to fit 2 more Selgaons in, so let's cut one of these because he costs a counterblast. And we could probably cut a Tethfall, just because my only problem with Tethfall is that if you don't have the order, she's just a vanilla that game. Well, not a vanilla. She gains 10k, but that's all she does. All right, we are definitely doing draws. What I do? We're definitely doing draw triggers because this deck be hurting for cards. What's up, Nom Nom? Welcome to the stream. All right, we're putting 4 of these bad boys in. We'll put the. Do I want to try with fronts instead of crits? I'll go with crits for now, just because I don't want to steal your idea until I try to experiment with some other stuff. I prefer a 3 order 4 Tethfall. Really? Well, I like Tethfall. I just don't. I want the draw, so that's a me thing, I guess. Go for these bad boys. Thankfully, the deck doesn't really counterblast that much. It doesn't really soul blast that much, so it's like you can balance your costs a lot easier in this version. We do want our heals, like this one, and then for over trigger, let's go with. I guess I'll go with the red oldie but a goodie. All right. So this is first draft, well, second draft technically, because I changed up the trigger lineup a little bit. But let's go play, because I want to play. Sometimes this happens if I click too fast. Sometimes you gotta give it a second. Oh man, I'm so sore, guys. I discovered Flame Glam. It's super fun. Yeah, Flame Glam's nuts. It's also very, very. It surprises the shit out of a lot of people. All right, let's just create our own room. Flame Glam's fun. I've got my ass beat by it numerous times. It only has like 1 bad matchup. All right, let's do this. Oh, I forgot to pick a mat. Well, let me pick. Hello. Oh, they left the room. Why do they do that? Well, it's all right. I'll pick a mat while I'm here. Mat. What's a good one? As much as I like Cecilia. I actually knew someone who had this mat in real life. Hey, Kefla, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't see you there for a second. Let's look at now. Now's pretty. Let's pick some sleeves. I'm not big on character sleeves. Go with the Dragon Empire sleeves because I like them. Crest. Oh, that's just sponsored stuff. I'm okay. How are you? Red wins games. It does win games. Oh, Knight. Guys, we got a member of chat coming to help entertain. What is happening? Why is everything in Korean? All right, something is wrong here. Hold on. Select youth. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Hey Zaf, do you play Vanguard with your viewers? I do, Isekai. That was actually a viewer. I'm pretty sure that was a viewer that would just try to join the room, but it got the program got weird. He might need an update. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump in, jump in. I'll play with anybody. Knight can see your cards. I trust Knight to not actually look at my cards. He usually closes out the screen. At least that's what he tells me. All right, there we go. Now it's working. You know, it's integrity. I trust you guys. All right. Ooh, we're going first. Hell yes, this deck absolute. Oh my god, this hand is nuts. I like this hand. That's a good hand, chat. It's a real good hand. Don't worry, Knight, you're good. Alright, we're gonna drop and ride. And we're gonna just end turn. Ooh! Estacion! I love this deck. So this is the new Stoacia start deck, and that thing is fire. Ooh, he rushing me. He gonna let me do things. Oh, he's not. I love Estacion. No guard. We want damage. Oh, guys, my cat's joining the stream. What the hell was that? Oh, wait, that was the rainbow. That was the Soul Blast guy. I actually wanted to take that damage. I'm kind of mad that I got that trigger. Hi, sweetie. All right, we're going to dump one of these guys to ride. Grade 1 skill. You Soul Blast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them. Put it into your hand if it is a youth perk, and call it to Vanguard if it's a grade 2 or less. So look at top 5. We'll call this grade 1. We'll call it here for now. Shuffle. I tried playing Vanguard Pro, but it's hard to play. Maybe there's a video guide on how to use Vanguard Pro. There is a text tutorial, and it does there's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, it's just better. So look, we're in main phase now. We're going to play our order. Counterblast 1. We're going to draw 2. And then we're going to call. And call. Yeah. And then skill. Soul Blast 1. Look at top 5. Now I get all the youths. I can't even call them. I knew this was going to happen too. The top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with grade less than equal to your banner. Reveal it, call it to rear guard. If it's a unit card, put it to your hand. If it is a normal order, I can't do it. It's fine. That's just bad luck. So Selgeon is live because I played in order this turn. So we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna swing. We're gonna swing. Drive check. Hey, that's a good card. Whoa, why is it 18? Hold on. I must have gave it plus 10 by accident. 23. Skill. Pop this guy off. Look at top 2. That's fine. I'll add 1 to hand. I need some defense. And we're good. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Ideally, I'd like to take 2 damage. Ideally. So we can use another order and play our grade 2. Man, the Rise Rigger stuff is nice. Do like the new grade 2, but man, I'm conflicted with the new grade 3 order, and now it completes with the other. So, do you want my take, Jay's Warp? Because I have thoughts on the new order. All right, he's playing the order. He just added. So he discarded the shield dude to get a persona shield, got his blast token, and got his order. So now he's gonna most likely play the order. Yeah, he's putting them in to draw an extra card. Estacion is so fucking fun. Now he uses Vital Blast, gets to check top 5 and call 1. So the new order, if I recall, what does it do? What does it do? What does it do? I forget what it does. I definitely remember reading it. Um, but personally, I think the new order is better than the old order because the new order actually helps facilitate your game plan. Whereas the old order is a nice finisher, but until you go in for the finisher, it doesn't really do much, and it costs a counterblast. If I recall, the new one doesn't cost anything. You know what? I can't pull it up right now. No guard. He gonna hit me. He got a fucking critical. That bothers me. Okay, we got a trigger too. We got 2 triggers. Nice. Now he can't hit me. Ah. Unless he does that. That'll be annoying. Yep, which he's doing now. Retires opponent's stuff and gives a Vanguard red text to reduce the counter blast of the mythical. Yeah, that's what it was. That's actually really important. So, especially with the new grade 2 costing a counter blast, yeah, you definitely yeah. But to see, it is nice that it gives the board power, but the board already gets pretty beefy, especially with the plus 5k from Vizeruger, and you're doing 5 attacks. So yeah, it's a good finisher, but it's so dead for so long and so situational because it's like you're not gonna waste a counterblast on that. You know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna drop and ride. Now we gotta use the grade 2 skill, which is an Energy Blast 3. Choose a grade 2 or greater from drop. Wait, do I have? No, hold on. Put that in hand. Discard. I always do this. I always forget that you can do this. Discard that. Ride. Then reveal. Energy Blast 3. Add Homeboy back. Does he add only units? He does, right? Yeah. So you can't discard the order and then do it. All right. Now we're gonna play the order. Counterblast 1. Draw 2. All right. I'm gonna call this guy and this skill. Counterblast 1. Look at top 5 for youth. We didn't get it this time, which is funny considering we drew into them and then didn't get them off the surge. But you know that happens all the time. All right. Now we're gonna go battle phase. I should have maybe put the booster behind the Vanguard, but it's fine. We're gonna go 18 skill. He gains 5k on attack. Right, my point doesn't need to be a grade 3, right? No, I just need to be a grade 3. All right, he guarded it. And then we're gonna go 13 to Vanguard. 2 to pass. First check, second check. Bro, I guess I don't need to search him. Skill. Ride from hand. Skill. Energy Blast 3. Restand. Skill. Soul Blast 1. Retire. Vanguard gains 5k. And then, whoops. Reveal. I discard a card. To get drive check and then skill because I discarded her. I'm going to search deck for another youth. I'll just grab this one and I'm going to put it into soul.